Hello, this is Ben119 and welcome to my Pikmin3 helpful.Route speedrun tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you how to beat Pikmin 3 with all fruits in 11 days. This is more aimed towards beginners who want to get into speedrunning this game because this route is pretty easy. You can play with a Pro controller, you can play with a gamepad, you can play with a Wii remote. I'm not sure if you use touch controls. Never really messed with them, I didn't really like them. So we're going to move into Garden of Hope and we're going to be getting everything in one day. And we're going to be opening up another gate where we can go back on day 6. So we're going to get out all 21 of our reds. And we're going to throw 1 on a pallet and we're going to throw 7 on that wall. As you can see there. So we're going to throw 7 across this gap here. I'm going to leave the rest of them back there. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get these 7 and go across to the left and target this gate. And by the time the bridge is built, that gate will be down, so I won't be having to waste time. So I'm going to get these Pikmin here and kill this Bulborb. So I put 2 on the pieces, 1 on the pellet and 3 on the Bulborb. I'm going to go back here, throw 1 at the butterfly and pluck these 2. And I'll put these on the gate in a minute. I'm going to put a few more on there. You kind of just want to speed up this bridge as much as you can and just build as efficiently as possible. So you want to pluck this Pikmin here, pluck these, and throw the rest on the gate. So I want to talk a bit about this game with plucking. See, I'm plucking and then I'm cancelling, and that's because it plucks quicker. So we've got all the Pikmin, throw 1 on the pallet. We're going to swarm that. We're going to get the other 2 that are left. And we'll put them on the other gate, plus the pellet Pikmin when it gets back. So you want to be quite quick in your head with maths with this game. You want to be like, how many Pikmin are going to be left, how many I'm going to need to throw on there. And you also want to make sure you collect your Pikmin before they go back to where the bridge pieces originally were, so you don't have to waste time. And if you're really quick, you can actually walk into the ones carrying bridge pieces to speed up the carrying. So you get the bridges down, and as you can see the wall is already down. So we're going to whistle them Pikmin and we will charge this Bulborb. So the Bulborb will die, but as it's dying we're going to throw 1 on that pallet and 1 on that pallet, and that's because the Pikmin can't pick up the Bulborb straight away. If you've done everything right you should have 19 Pikmin up to this point, and if you haven't you've probably missed a pallet or you missed a butterfly. And you should maybe go back and reset or just carry on maybe, depending on how many you have. So we're about to enter this cave. As you can see we're at 2 dots on the timer. I guess that's pretty good entering the cave. I guess it's average actually. You could probably start this fight before it hits 2 dots if you're really fast. But yeah, this is not the fastest way to do this route, but it's good for beginners. So what you want to do with the boss there is you want to go underneath the tongue and throw Pikmin on there so he doesn't move away. And then you want to break this crystal. And here you just want to leave the rocks to grab the body and whistle your reds. So once that gets back, whistle them and throw them at the crystals. It always takes 10 to break the crystal. So knowing that, you know how many to throw in situations. So I'm going to throw a rock on each one, then a red to speed it up. Now you want to make sure you throw the rock first, because if you throw the red first, they'll go back to the red onion, and that's not good. So we're going to put a rock on there and a red on there. Then you want to start the plucking straight away, because that's the thing that needs to get done. And we're moving these pallets quicker is because that's what we're waiting for. Do you want to pluck these? Do you want to cancel? This was recorded before and now I'm narrating it, so I think I make a small mistake here. Yeah, I do. Hopefully that doesn't happen to you. It might happen to you, don't worry about it too much, you have plenty of time. So we're just going to leave this cave now. You should have 22 rocks and 19 reds if you've done everything right. And I'm going to throw 3 reds on this strawberry. And that's the quarter bell there, which I guess is alright. I think if you're first getting into this route, a good time to get the quarter bell is probably finishing the plucking of the rocks. And like, if you're actually good with this route, maybe a good time to get the quarter bell is now, or maybe just before. So you always want to be near gates and you want to swarm them with rocks because it goes down a lot quicker. You want the rocks to be close, so we're going to throw 5 up there and put Brittany there. We're going to play as Brittany in a minute, it's just that this strawberry over here is more important because it's further away. So you want to kill this thing because he can disturb the ones in the strawberry, and it's quicker to go the other way around rather than building this bridge. Trust me. Even though carrying it back would be quicker across the bridge, it takes a lot longer to build the bridge because we only have 27 Pikmin. Even if we have more, it'd probably be longer. So we're putting all reds on here. You want to save all 22 of your rocks, so you should have 0 reds if you've done it right. And they'll be on their way back to the onion, so we're just going to walk back to the onion now. And we're going to whistle the Pikmin when they get far away, because when you whistle them they go slightly faster. But when we actually get back, we're actually going to leave these 2 fruits near the onion and not actually juice them, because at the end of every day you get like a cutscene for juicing. So we're actually going to do all of that on day 6. So then we don't have to watch the cutscene as many times. So we get all these reds here, and we're going to take down this gate while we're waiting. As you can see, the Pikmin back there that we carried from the ball bulb and the pellets are actually bud Pikmin, which I guess has worked in our favour. That we've left them there, so the Pikmin will be slightly better. You just want to pluck them. You don't have to be super fast, you still got to wait for the ones on the lemon and the strawberry. Maybe if you're behind at this point you might need to go a bit fast. But I was quite ahead of them, so just whistle them about here, just leave them around there. If you don't want to get them too close to the ship, because they can interfere with other fruit and stuff. Now this data file is very important, you need to get it in order to do Go Here feature, and we'll be using Go Here feature a lot. So you want to throw 3 on that blowhog and 2 on that one. Just make sure there's 5 in total fighting the blowhogs. And you just want to throw everyone across this gap. All your Pikmin and a captain. I accidentally paused there. So there we go. Throw 10 on there. And you want to throw 3 rocks on there. And 3 rocks on there and a red. So then by the time they're carrying back the stuff from up there, the bridge will be done. And while they're breaking that down, well, we got nothing to do, we're going to play as Brittany. You want to definitely like do as much as you can with your time. When the captain's busy, use the other captain to do something else. We're just getting rid of these blowhogs so they're not in the way. Technically you don't really need to, because you could carry all the treasure back with reds, but yeah, it's just better because we need extra reds anyway. I just took Brittany back to the onion, so you go here. I'm quite early anyway breaking down this wall. I got all the Brittany stuff done quite early on. I'm going to whistle all these and we're going to head towards the Armored Mordad fight. So as you can see on our timer there, we're about halfway through the day. I guess this is pretty good. Halfway point. Maybe for a beginner, a good halfway point would be like starting on the wall. But I'm actually starting the fight at this point, and you probably should be too if you're gonna take this more seriously. So you want to hold up left as soon as the fight starts and throw all your rocks on the end of his tail. I got quite a lucky pattern in this clip. You might not get as lucky, but he went up here, and if he does, you want to just swarm all your reds on his tail. If he doesn't and goes around the room at random, you should just try and stick out of his way and try and get to his tail still and just swarm him with reds. And if you do it right, you should take out all of his health and he should have 1 HP left. So all you then want to do is figure out where he's going to drop down next and just go out of his way and throw a rock on the end of his tail. I messed this up a little bit, as you could tell. But there you go. And what you want to do here is speed up this and the dragon fruit as much as you can with your Pikmin. And they will be heading back. Really, like, the phone thing is the thing you need the most. The dragon fruit, if it doesn't get back, it's fine. You don't want it to get back, actually. We're actually going to leave it somewhere close to the onion. But this phone thing is the thing you need to move on. So that's the most important thing. So we're heading back. We're going to leave 3 there to speed it up. Yeah, make sure they sped up. So we're going to place Brittany. Now, I made a small mistake there. I could have played as Elf and used Go Here to go a bit further, but I knew it was going to be quick here anyway and that I have plenty of time. So I just put the rest of my Pikmin on the other blowhog and the 5 pellet. I'm making loads of reds because this is a beginner tutorial at the end of the day, so you will definitely lose some Pikmin. I even lose some Pikmin. I'm not that good at this game. Like, I'm fairly low level / mid level, I'd say, at this game. This is more for like low level people, this tutorial, who want to actually get into this game and just want to do a run. and then when they're better they can do like 10-day and actually use Wii Remote and do all these crazy tricks. So yeah, you just want to get all these Pikmin. And then you want to go to your left once you go through here and start on this gate. So there's a Wally Hop here, we're just going to lure him out the way. I did that a bit rubbish. My Pikmin went towards the Wally Hop. So maybe just try and avoid him. Like, this was okay overall, this day 2. Like, there definitely could have been better in a lot of places, but I just decided to keep it because you're probably going to have quite a few mistakes as well when you start off, and that's completely fine. Like, it doesn't matter, we need to wait for this to get back anyway. So we're just going to leave the dragon fruit right here. If we leave it any closer to the onion, it can just get in the way of things, and we don't really want that. So then we're going to head towards the gate and put the rest of them on here. If you did start on the gate a bit late, you would need to do this, but I think in this clip I'm actually fine. So there we go, we're going to whistle them out the way before the Wally Hop gets them. And we're just going to unlock this area on the map, so then we can go here to this area later on. So we're just going to walk to the end of this area. We're going to change to Brittany, we've got everyone with us, and we're just going to end the day. Now, leaving Pikmin, don't worry about it too much. If you leave 1 or 2, that's fine. But just try not to leave like loads. Say if there's a few in the ground that are needed, make sure to get them before the end of the day, you'll have plenty of time. I think I actually finished with like a quarter of the day left, which is pretty good. You should probably aim for that. At least aim for finishing before it says hurry up. Even if you can't, it's fine because you'll get better at the game anyway. As long as you just get the thing back today and open up that new area, you'll be fine. There's plenty of time. So you see we get no juicing cutscene here, which is nice. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I'll be making the day 3 tutorial soon. I hope this was helpful on completing Garden of Hope in one day. And I have not made a day 1 tutorial because I didn't feel like it was really needed, because day 1's really straightforward. Maybe you could just look it up. I bet someone else has made a better one than me. Alright, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next part.